It's the Commanders and the Saints, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. And yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
First down, and they go right back to it. They'll cobble together a yard there. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Washington. Ramiz Ahmed for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games, all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for your guys. Now, the next step in New Orleans is to take this franchise to the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Throwing again, it's Carr. He finds Johnson. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Carr here from the gun. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week. because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Pistol snap to Carr. And once again, they can't connect. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This return makes it up to the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. On first down, here's Eckler. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 46. Dumps it off to his running back. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. And play wrapped up by DeMario Davis. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll get them enough for a first down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-3 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here he goes on the bootleg. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Daniels. Flushed down out to his left. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. Now he takes it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer Bobby Wagner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run for Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They have played lights out on offense, scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Now motion him out of the backfield. Brought in right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Whistles sound as the defense decides to call a timeout. Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Eckler is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-possession game. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Saints 3.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Connects with Johnson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints pushing for points. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Carr. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running back sent in motion. Carr with it on 1st. That's complete to Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Cut out left. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Commanders.
Again, Daniels to the air. Buys time, rolling right. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. To throw, Daniels. Off his back foot, hurling this deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We begin up in the northeastern part of the country, Baltimore, paying a visit to the Big Apple to take on the New York Giants. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Chase Brown, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Motioning one of the tight ends. Carr now on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running behind center with Kamara. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Ball at the 33 for first down. On the give, here's Eckler. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from it. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Handoff now to Eckler. Has a big hole left. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Here's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Pressure coming for Carr. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
10 yards on the pickup.
Play fake here, Daniels. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Commanders 34, Saints 3.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. This is reeled in by Kamara. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. Kamara's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Saints ball as we start the 4th, but any efforts might just be futile facing that deficit. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Carr here from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29 line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to the air, Carr. That's complete to Kamara. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jamin Davis. Go! It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Ahmed now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff. 6. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Saints offense. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players, certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is... good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks. He watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, well, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10, here's Carr. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Carr with it on 1st. That'll be caught. It's Jamal Williams. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Carr. Got Williams, and it's complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Carr throwing on 3rd. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Got his target, it's Hill. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's good for another Saints. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 2nd chance at 6 here, it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the shotgun, Carr. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Saints take 7 points off the deficit.
Commanders 41, Saints 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. He's brought down after a nice return there, which brings us to our 2-minute warning. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mariota. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Eckler running dead ahead. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Commanders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Into the hands of Olave. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for the Saints.
Looking to throw, Carr. He's got Shaheed. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 40.
Here's Carr. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So it's a win on the road for the